I believe it is time we put our cards on the table. I told you not to come here.
The freight elevator. So, it was sabotage. It was you. Why?
Because my actual orders were not to kindly suggest that you sit tight. They were to prevent anyone from departing Sector Victor, at any cost. And they came from people who do not answer to you, Colonel.
Are you out of your mind? You could have killed us!
When we made landfall on Calyx, how many years were you told we had to complete our mission? 10? 12? What if I told you that the corner-cut monstrosity that brought us here was damaged along the way, and that it was no more than 5? 5 years. And only a small group of scientists told the truth, so we could understand the urgency of our new mission. To discover or invent technologies that would make it all work out somehow anyways. And so, we struggled ever since. Even at the cost of appearing aloof, reckless, and yes, out of our minds, to the rest of you. I do not wish to harm anyone, but I have a directive, and no time for distractions.
Ma'am, if the way things look down here is any indication, I'm guessing we've all been out of action for a lot longer than 5 years. You might be doing all this for nothing.
No, the rapid decay you are witnessing is an effect of the energy wave I mentioned earlier. Even if it appears that thousands of years have gone by, it has only been several months since the activation of the cryostasis chamber that first triggered it.
Several months. So Calyx is still close enough to Earth. We could still get out of here.
Yes, though as your little Phoenix Protocol trick has shown, it seems unlikely that many of us remain in the first place. Which brings me to what I want. The Groundbreaker. By virtue of possessing the only intact human body in all of Sector Victor, I can only conclude that they must be the person who was in that cryopod, which means they may know something about the energy wave.
The Groundbreaker is unable to communicate due to a malfunction with their suit. We have made several attempts.
Perhaps we can try harder. And if you had not somehow interrupted my attempt to immobilize them underneath a collapsing elevator, this would have been much easier. But since you did, I will honor your earlier request to contact Command and arrange for your rescue. We'll speak soon. All of us.
Connection terminated.
This rescue really doesn't feel like a rescue.
Even for Mirage, this level of disregard is beyond the pale. There's more she is not telling us.
I'm just relieved to hear we aren't a million years from home.
Local signal deciphered. Ingress PRXXXX. Report to production terminal Victor for triangulation.
A facility door with no serial number?
This may be related to the Phoenix Protocol that I initiated earlier. An entrance accessible to us now that the expedition is in a formal state of emergency.
Understood. We're on it.
Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Undertow.
assemble the Excalibur. Proceed to your designated safety area and prepare for descent. We are bound for our final destination, Sector Victor. Upon arrival, preparations for our scheduled re-ascension will begin immediately. Do not delay in exiting the vessel. Does my voice really sound like that?
You didn't make them play it back for you?
I did not feel it was necessary.
Well, now you know better.
Escape pod access granted. Do not proceed unless authorized.
This doesn't look like the way to an escape pod.
No, it does not.
Alright, this is definitely not an escape pod. Where are we?
Pulse room initialized. Emergency reboot required.
A surveillance and intelligence room. Likely a contingency planned for by Pacific, with access available only to them. The designation of this place as an emergency escape pod seems to have been a deception.
But if there were no escape pods, that means...
The implications are disturbing, but we must press on.
What happened at the monolith was... understand nothing. Countless people believe they hold the answer to it. While time run out. I thought I was seeing when the monolith activated. I was saw down and felt like about the ruins, the cubes. Your actions have threatened when we more than ever. Expedition mean to you. And everything to me. Please.